the dating, we can really get somewhere.
Hey, somebody's got some background noise going on.
She did that on purpose so that we could see that she has friends.
Oh no, that wasn't it. Emra, do you want to be my friend, my love? I can teach you about proper landing. Maybe a little bit more of the warm setting would help you out. You look a little washed out.
You're right. My skin tone's texture, I get it.
We're not the only ones who can make smart comments and soft voices. We all can do that.
I don't need to use a soft voice. This is my voice.
No, we all can do soft voices and make sweet disses. We all can do that.
I don't need to pretend. This is who I
We
am.
all can pretend. No person is born with dating market value because they're babies. They're children. They all have to grow up and be desirable, have good personalities. They all have to have some kind of character. When you take them out on a date, they're not just going to sit there quiet like Amra. They're going to have a personality. They're going to have to speak. They're going to have to say something of value that grabs your interest.
It's not
Nobody.
Hey,
nobody. One
let her
second.
finish, Mark.
Hold on. Let her finish up. Let her finish up.
Let her finish, Mark. Please let her finish.
Nobody is born with dating market value. Every single person has to learn some kind of personality and character throughout their life into adulthood that gets them to that point. So that's not moving the goalposts. That is quite literally taking your premise and testing it once again. And every single time I'm taking your premise and I'm testing it, you get triggered. You start crying. It's not moving the goalpost. If I said women are born with value, men are not, I'm taking it as it is. Baby, baby. No value, value. Let's talk about the dating market.
Wait.
Dating market. Both people have to have a personality. A woman cannot show up to a date with her ovaries and say, I have ovaries. Here's my value. No. She's going to have a personality in some capacity. She's going to have to be pretty. She's going to have to be something. She's going to have something else other than her ovaries and put on the table and say, because I'm a woman, I have value. No.
Pretty.
Hey, Dan, can I, True, 1 second, big dog. Because she was three things, right? One, I think that tonight we've proven that the word pretty is subjective. Two,
absolutely.
Handsome not.
Yesterday you told me, and I'm giving you flowers because I was like, no, this nigga is tripping. You said sometimes you just gotta let people talk. If you let people talk, there won't even be a need to respond because the people with sense will understand, like, hey. So I appreciate that. But three, Ali, the rest of these guys that understand what we're talking about. Again, you guys all see it. What happened was we were having a conversation, and this is what these women do. It's all like, listen, black feminist women are the worst thing that happened to black men since child support, prostate cancer, and diabetes. Because anytime we have a constructive conversation where we're trying to tell black men to do something different, they come in and saying, well, what about us? It's our fault too. It's your fault that we're like this. And it's just unfortunate because, you know, they say, okay, well, you say black people are the most unsafe.
Diabetes is going to take you out before me.
He's talking.
Like, and then the
it's
thing,
going to take you out first.
That's cool. I understand. I hope they take me out too. That's great. But at the end of the day, this is the thing.
Go on mute.
The fact that if there weren't men who were okay with this, and if there weren't men who had low standards, she wouldn't be married. If there weren't men who had these types of issues and didn't know any better, then she would be married to a high value man. The men that the only women who hate the hierarchy seem to hate is because they can't reach those men. So unfortunately for us fellas, it is on us to make sure that when we align ourselves with women or we align ourselves with other men, it's men who are respectable. And you guys have to remember, your woman is going to tell the world more about you than your mouth ever will.
So
I think
go ahead, True. You got it.
I think in 2026, you know, Pretty, I'm doing my best to work on becoming fond of you because I think that you could use your powers for better than you know, spending
I could teach Willie how to get healthy.
Okay, well, I think that your neurons could be better, positioned to try to actually educate and provide value. And I think
On his diet, yes, I can.
well, I think what you try to do is you try to over explain things and almost offend our intellect. Like we don't grasp the concept of that at a dating level, you would more than likely be somewhat of an adult. So to overemphasize child and child, I don't know. I don't maybe it's your stick, maybe it's your thing, but you do that a lot. You make it seem like we're incompetent and not being able to grasp the very, very simple understanding that people of a dating age will more than likely be adults, and we will hope that they have approval to do so. So from that standpoint. And then, yes, Willie, thank you for expounding upon that. For those of us who are, intellectually sound, we would understand that we use phrases like Amber used. Women get their value at this point. Men have to earn it. Well, yeah, because it's a simple way of explaining and expounding all of these many myriads to try to understand the point. It's very true. And no, you do not have to, in most cases, be an exceptional woman to get the attention of men. That is changing, and I'm glad to see that now. And we're actually demanding that most of the women that are losers out here, like I said moments ago, need to actually step up and grow and expand and offer more than the recycled or ran down vagina that they just so happen to believe is overwhelmingly valuable. And in most cases, it's not. In our land.
Right. So the fact that you're somehow against the fact that I'm saying boys are born with value, girls are born with value. Children are born with value because they're valuable human beings. And you're taking it as me not using my neurons. I'd like to say that I'm using them properly. I'm using my neurons to love children. I'm using my neurons to eat healthy. I'm using my neurons to go out and get sunshine and vitamin D. I'm using my neurons to go walking every day. I'm using my neurons to go to therapy. I'm using my neurons to read books. I'm using my neurons to spend time with my family, my friends, my husband, my daughter. I mean, all the things. I'm using my neurons for a lot of good things in life, right? So the thing is, true, is I love how when you are having conversations with certain people, you try to keep it cute. And then with others, you try to kind of sneak this. Here's the thing. I'm going to stand by what I said. Children are born with value. All humans are born with value. The idea that only one group has value, the other has to earn it, is problematic. It is what keeps you all as men in a cycle of quite literally a scarcity mindset. Why you guys feel as y'all need to fight for the same type of woman because you need to get approval from another man, because that's the only way you're going to be valued. And if you don't get it, you don't get it, you don't get it, you're never going to be anything in life. It's a cycle. You guys cry about the same system you perpetuate. You created a system, you cry about it, and then you try to uphold it. It makes no sense. People are born with value. To say they are not is problematic. I do not understand how you don't get that or why people are even fighting against that concept at all.
Nothing that I said in my commentary is just debunking the lack of value for human life. I never stated that. So how you took that, I'm not sure. That's fine.
I'm going by Amra's statement. You interjected yourself.
Well,
I went by what Amra said. You interjected yourself.
It's not interjection. He's on the piano.
He interjected.
I'll take that. I interjected.
Why are you so upset, Amra?
I think that
because of your facial mate to keep doing the faces. That's what's making me upset. It's your face that makes me mad. Sorry.
I know. Your bad lighting makes me really upset too.
I think
we're equal. We're equal then.
Yeah, I think that to state that again to me, and this is what I'm seeing. I believe that all of us share some level of intellect and ability to process basic freaking information. So for you to now take a position that you have to sit here and be like, well, children, because I'm making a stance and I'm standing on the corner with my flag to stand up for children is it's adorable. And I don't sneak this. I speak straight to you or anybody else who's willing to listen. It just is it's distasteful. I'll say that. I personally expect more from you since you tout to be somewhat of an intellect. It makes no sense to spend energy and convey something that is quite, frankly, pointless. Like, we're not dumb. So I'll simplify it for you. I'll land.
All right, we're gonna get Martin there real quick, and then we're gonna go to Naomi.
I think what actually ends up happening is when we have these conversations, Pretty's debating, in my opinion. This is what I see. I see her debating, and I see us having conversations. It seems as if she uses tactics to win a debate. Like, her moral posturing, right? The moral superiority. You know what I mean? Superiority that she tries to always go back to the political correct statement. I'm saying that children have value. Are you saying that they don't? Like this straw man thing that she does. And I recognize it, but I would just welcome you to join the conversation with us. Because if you actually do and stop debating, we can really get somewhere.
Hey, somebody's got some background noise going on.
She did that on purpose so that we could see that she has friends.
Oh no, that was an idea. Emra, do you want to be my friend, my love? I can teach you about proper lighting. Maybe a little bit more of the warm setting would help you out. You look a little washed out.
You're right. My skin tone texture, I get it.
We're not the only ones who can make smart comments and soft voices. We all can do that.
I don't need to use a soft voice. This is my voice.
No, we all can do soft voices and make sneak disses. We all can do that.
I don't need to pretend. This is who I am.
We all can pretend.